upstate New York in the late 18th century. Home to the Native American League of Haudenosaunee and a handful of European pioneers. Two groups of people who saw the land around them very differently. To the Haudenosaunee, the land and living things were not a resource to be exploited by humans, but as vital parts of a larger circle of life. The European settlers saw the land as a resource that God provided to be improved upon. A monumental result in this shift of how the land should be utilized was the construction of a 360-mile canal across New York State. Remnants of which remind us of a transformational era. No one had ever attempted building such a large-scale canal. It would fall on the upstate New York pioneers to figure out how to do it. Skepticism was rampant, including the federal government.
It is a little short of madness.
The Mountain Ridge contractors have not performed as much as we hoped they would.
The dense forest between Lockport and Tonawanda looked like a hurricane passed through it, leaving a narrow belt of fallen timber and excavated stone.
The atmosphere is murky, with the smoke and burning powder. There is the din of battle.
The first season, they have only completed 6% of the needed excavation.
Rocks flying in all directions. Framed buildings and roofs of log buildings are being battered.
At this rate, it will take 17 years to complete this one section.
Of all of the men who found their engineering destiny on the Erie Canal, John Jervis was probably the least likely of them. The father sent his son off to be an axeman, essentially carrying an axe and hewing away trees in the path of surveyors.
As a brace of axemen, we entered on this field with good spirits, not doubting we could do anything required in this line.
When the construction of the Erie Canal began, there was nothing like it had been done in the United States.
We are doing something momentous. The eyes of an enlightened posterity are on our work.
The canal runs through it, seems an object of utter ineffable beauty. It must be remembered that beauty does not mean mere prickiness, but something more brutal, possessed of the power to rend one's heart.